Every job seeker starts with a full tank of emotional gas. And every time he or she is rejected, loses a little. Every time he or she is ignored, even more. Especially if the person has put a lot of effort into trying to get the job. What I've learned is that the successful job seeker knows how to husband that full tank of gas so you don't run out before you've landed the job. And the key to that is two things. Number one, to individualize your approach. Some people to landing a job. Some people are great at networking. Their past performance in networking has resulted in great things. Great. A larger percentage of your job search needs to be devoted to networking, using your existing network, or even schmoozing and networking at conferences, at meetups, church, whatever. But if that's not you, and your track record for using networking to help you with your career is poor, you want to make that a small or non-existent part of your job search, and you want to devote a higher proportion of your job search to something less likely to yield a dissipation in your emotional gas. That is, less likely to get rejected and ignored. And that would be answering ads beautifully with a really point-by-point cover letter where you show how you're a great fit for the job, and don't waste your time. Don't waste your emotional energy applying for jobs that you're not a very good fit, because if a job is advertised, there's usually dozens, if not hundreds, of applicants. Also, decide, are you somebody who could cold contact desired employers who are not advertising a job? Or would that be so stressful that you're going to burn a lot of emotional gas? Decide what's going to yield more gas mileage and less burning of gas. Same is true of things like headhunters. If you are unemployed, the chances are recruiters, headhunters are not interested in you. They're usually calling them headhunters because they want to hunt the heads of people at a competitive employer. And if I'm looking for somebody great, it's unseemly for me to try to steal away somebody from a competitive employer. So I hire a headhunter to do it. Usually, the only reason that a headhunter is going to be interested in you, and that's, I'm talking about like a Korn Ferry or a Heidrick and Struggles, those firms are the really reputable they call them executive recruiting firms, is if you are already well employed in a job at a competitor. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting a lot of emotional energy trying to convince these recruiters to work on your behalf. So, that's one thing, is customizing your job search approach so as you get maximum miles per gallon. The second thing is to treat each rejection, because even the best candidates are going to be ignored or get rejected all the time. So you need to treat each ignore rejection as though it was just a playing card, and you've got to keep going until you get the ace of hearts, which we'll say is getting a job. And normally takes 6, 8, 10, whatever, until the ace of hearts, you get your job. So that's my tip of the day. How to go about landing a job before you run out of emotional gas. That is to customize your approach so it'll get your maximum miles per gallon, and to treat each rejection and ignore as though it was no more significant than a playing card that was not your ace of spades. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this I always do this because I care to share with you, but that's one of the tips that's embedded in my new book, Jeremy's Quests, Succeeding in Starting Out. I don't believe in fat books anymore. People are more likely to change. If it's thin, if it's simple, if I embed my best career and life tips in a story, and I've had it illustrated by a wonderful illustrator, an Indian named Siddhartha Malik. So I do commend it to you. It's on Amazon, Jeremy's Quests. Anyway, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko.